Waterhouse here with the second lesson from the field. This one is all about audio issues. I've sat in on quite a few AMAs and pitch sessions lately, and I even had someone do a private coaching session with me, and what I noticed were some serious audio issues that are easily solved, and there were some questions, some good questions about how to improve. So this makes sense to jump in and have a lesson about it. You need to know what you sound like. You shouldn't be hearing it or experiencing it for the first time when you get into the AMA or the pitch session or whatever meeting in general in life that you're going to go into. And there are some things that you can do to help stack the odds in your favor. First thing is wear headphones. I can't say enough how disruptive it is to hear echoes in a session when you're talking, and the headphones essentially stop your microphone from picking up your speaker when other people are talking or even when you're talking, and you get this horrible echo feedback loop, and it just sounds like garbage, and your message gets lost because everybody's attention is now focused on how bad the audio is, if they can understand it at all. So wear headphones, save yourself a lot of heartache. The next thing you could do is find a quiet place. I often hear all kinds of background noise. And listen, I'm understanding that this is life, and sometimes there isn't a quiet place, or you have families that you just need to be near. You got children, for example, that are going to be in the background. Absolutely, I get that. But when possible, find a quiet place. That means clear yourself of barking dogs and kids if you can. Sometimes it can't be helped. Understand it. Turn the TV off in the background, or the radio, or whatever it is. I've heard this a number of times. TV going off in the background. That's just horrible. So find a quiet space, or as quiet a space as you can, or make sure you try and schedule it at a time that is at least somewhat quiet for you. Your microphone matters. And before everybody jumps in and says, "Oh, I can't afford a super expensive mic." I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you need to jump in and grab a $500, $600 studio grade microphone. Absolutely not. There are plenty of low-end microphones. But what I am saying is you might want to look at getting something beyond the internal PC microphone on your laptop or computer. That is usually garbage. It's usually far away from where you are, so the sound even comes across as being distant. It cuts out a bunch. It's got some native noise canceling software that generally doesn't do a good job. So you want to use a third-party microphone, or use the microphone in your headphones. Oftentimes are good as your audio source, but make sure you're selecting them appropriately in the platform software so that you're using the microphone that you think you're using. And the last thing I'll say is pre-check. This goes to the title of this slide. Know what you sound like. You can do all of these things. The headphones, you can find a quiet place. You can make sure you're using a somewhat decent microphone or external microphone from the PC that you're using if you're not on your mobile phone. And none of that will matter if you don't pre-check. A good AMA lounge is going to let you jump on with them either the day before in a private room, or 5 to 10 minutes before in a private room, to check your settings and make sure that you're coming in clearly and that you can hear them clearly. If you can't get on with the AMA lounge, which should give you serious pause if they won't let you do this, but if you can't get on with the AMA lounge, get on with someone, anyone, and set up your own private room and test your settings and make sure that you're going to sound good. You don't want to be wasting valuable minutes when you're live, supposed to be talking about your project, and instead you're troubleshooting your audio, saying they can't hear you or you can't hear them, or whatever the case may be. So pre-check, again, save yourself a lot of heartache. Doing these 4 things alone, which are very simple to do and not expensive. I'm not saying go break the bank on this. Very simple to do. It will save you a ton of heartache when it comes to audio issues, and you're going to come off sounding a lot more professional.